Good evening, Mr. CEO. My name is LaShand Coleman, and I am the Vice President of Coleman Consultants, Incorporated. Thank you for allowing me this opportunity to present my proposal to you in regards to organizational learning issues within the Starbucks organization. The purpose of this proposal is to explain the issue implementation recommendations in transitioning individual learning into organizational learning. I will discuss the summary of my proposal as well as the project background. I will also discuss my project goals and methodology and risk management piece that is involved within the transition. I have performed some research on the Starbucks organization and discovered some issues that must be reviewed so that the organization can continue to move forward. It was impressive to see how much Starbucks embraced diversity and inclusion. Although Starbucks has been fostering diversity and inclusion practices within their workplace, there is a challenge to change mentalities, values, and beliefs and biases among people. Therefore, as a recommendation to Starbucks to further enhance the diversity climate in the workplace, we suggest for the company to reinforce its training program for all employees, mix the age of work teams in the store to balance their skills and experiences, and provide accommodation for employees with disabilities or other tools to enhance employees' efficiencies. In addition, Starbucks should reward and recognize their employees, those who best promote and manage diversity within the organization. In addition to what has already been proposed, I also recommend using organizational learning mechanisms, or OLMs. Online external OLMs should be used as a corrective action to facilitate the transition from individual to organizational learning. They are designed to link members with individuals with relevant knowledge and experience. It also includes coaching networks, which provide one-on-one relationships to help the organization overcome challenges. It also provides mentors to develop women and minority to leadership positions as a practice for successful companies that embrace diversity and want to ensure that employees are prepared with the right skills and competencies to handle higher positions. Mr. CEO, I honestly believe that the source that has prevented productive learning within organizations is accountability. Accountability is the willingness to assume responsibility for learning and for the implementation of lessons learned. The best way to tackle accountability in the workplace is for managers to learn and to model accountability. I suggest implementing a face-to-face training on accountability, along with incorporating role plays and activities to bring the concept home for clear understanding. There are a few talent management strategies that I would also suggest implementing. The first is the knowledge fairs and talk rooms, which are designed to carry out virtual actual events where individuals are invited to present best practices while providing an opportunity to discover more knowledge and facilitating them. Talk rooms are also used in the Japanese culture to provide an opportunity for members to interact as well as facilitate. I would also recommend using Chief Knowledge Officers, or CKOs, and they provide the much needed technical support that's needed in the organization. Culture, in my opinion, is one high resistance risk involved with the transition. In the Starbucks organization, there is a challenge to change the mentality and the values and beliefs. As a recommendation for Starbucks to further enhance its diversity climate at the workplace, I reiterate reinforcing the training programs. After the transition from individual learning to organizational learning, there should be a meeting or debriefing of some sort held to discuss what actually took place. The participants will include the individuals who were affected by the transition, the supervisors, the managers, as well as the CEO yourself. In this meeting, we will seek feedback and gather information about the transition in 4 different segments. Lastly, I would suggest incorporating e-learning. The e-learning is a training technique for the organization to introduce this new way of learning to the workforce. E-learning is a proven and successful alternative to traditional learning and is used to transfer knowledge electronically versus face-to-face. The current organizational structure at Starbucks would successfully support this transition. Overall, the company's culture should be flexible, positive, open, and unique to attract and retain employees. Thank you, Mr. CEO, for your time and consideration of my proposal.